The ocean is home to creatures that seem straight out of nightmares. Despite all scientific advancements, we still know very little about what inhabits its depths. In this video, we'll explore 10 sea creatures that have been caught on camera and defy all logic. From beings with impossible abilities to predators that seem to have evolved in another world, these creatures will make you think twice before venturing into the sea. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, which sea creature do you think is the scariest? I want to read your answer. Megalodon, the horror of the seas. In the depths of the ocean, where light barely dares to enter, something awakens. It's not an ordinary shark, nor just any creature. It's a titan, a monster that ruled the seas millions of years ago and, according to some, never really disappeared. Its teeth, the size of hunting knives, have been found on shores all over the world. Its shadow has been detected on underwater radars. How is this possible? How could something over 20 meters long simply go extinct? Stories of missing sailors, destroyed ships, and blurry recordings suggest something else. The Megalodon never left. And if the theories are true, it's not just a predator. It's the king of a hidden kingdom beneath the waves, a world where humans are nothing but intruders. Some say there are places where the ocean suddenly goes silent, where not even fish dare to swim. That's where it lurks, waiting for its next victim. You may never see it, but if you feel something massive moving beneath your boat and the water grows strangely dark, it's already too late. Leviathan, the destroyer of the seas. In the deepest parts of the ocean, where the pressure can crush a submarine like a soda can, something waits. Something ancient, something colossal. They say the Leviathan is more than a myth. It's a monster born when the world was young and chaos ruled the seas. Sailors have whispered its name for centuries, describing a being so massive its back could be mistaken for islands, and its roar could summon storms. There are records of ships that vanished without a trace, of underwater cracks that shouldn't exist, of gigantic shadows detected on sonar, only to disappear moments later. How can a creature of such size move without leaving evidence? Perhaps because it doesn't belong to our world. Some believe it's a dormant entity, waiting for humanity to make a mistake, that one day it will awaken, and the oceans will be his once more. If you're ever on a ship, and the water starts moving for no reason, if the air fills with a deep, terrifying hum, don't pray. There are no gods in the abyss, only the Leviathan. Kraken, the terror of the oceans. Sailors have feared it since ancient times. A titan of the seas, a gigantic shadow lurking in the depths, rising without warning and wrapping entire ships in its monstrous tentacles. The Kraken isn't just a Scandinavian myth, it's an ancestral warning. There are stories of vessels disappearing in calm waters, with no sign of storm or pirates. Only twisted pieces of wood floating in the foam, as if something had destroyed them from below. Some witnesses speak of suction cups the size of shields, of eyes glowing in the darkness of the abyss, and of an underwater scream that paralyzes its victims before the attack. Legends say it rests in the ocean's trench, waiting for the world to forget about it, and then it will return. Is it possible that such a creature still exists, lurking in the vast unknown of the sea? Perhaps the Kraken never left. Perhaps we're simply sailing right over it without knowing. Ningen, the humanoid creature of the Antarctic Ocean. Imagine being on a ship in the middle of the icy waters of Antarctica. The fog is thick, and the cold cuts to the bone. Suddenly, something enormous moves beneath the surface. It's not a fish or a whale. It's something different. A white silhouette, almost human, emerges from the water. It has long arms, grotesquely extended fingers, and empty eyes reflecting nothingness. The Ningen. Its pale skin blends with the ice, and its presence is so unsettling that those who have seen it swear it can't be from this world. According to reports from Japanese crews, this creature can measure up to 30 meters and move with terrifying speed. Some believe it's a failed experiment, others think it's a life form science doesn't yet understand. There are theories that the government is hiding evidence of its existence, fearing what it would mean for humanity. If the Ningen is real, what else is hiding in the frozen depths of the world? Is it possible that something is watching us from the icy abyss, waiting for the moment to come into the light? Bloop, the sound of horror. In 1997, scientists heard something strange in the Pacific Ocean. It wasn't the sound of any known animal, nor anything close to what humanity had ever recorded before. It was a sound so deep and resonant that underwater monitoring systems detected it from thousands of kilometers away. Researchers called it the Bloop. At the time, many believed it was the sound of a gigantic creature, something never before documented. But the magnitude of the Bloop was so massive that even the most experienced scientists were left speechless. The Bloop had such a low frequency that it couldn't be associated with any known animal or natural phenomenon. The most terrifying theory was that perhaps the bloop came from a creature the size of a continent, something colossal, capable of generating vibrations so deep they affected the entire underwater ecosystem. Some believe the bloop was a warning. What could be so ancient and massive to create a sound of that nature? What we do know is that even today, the mystery persists, and those who heard the bloop say it's a sound they will never forget, as if something in the deep was beginning to awaken. Gran Maya, the serpent of the abyss. In the unfathomable depths of the ocean, where sunlight never reaches, hides a creature of titanic proportions, the Gran Maya. Described in ancient accounts, its existence has long been a subject of mystery and fascination. A 16th century report, attributed to the Spanish sailor Diego Alejandro, tells of a close encounter with this sea beast. According to his testimony, the creature was as long as 12 large ships, with eyes that glowed in the dark, waiting for ships to draw near. Its skin was dark brown, and its yellow teeth were as long as small rafts, completing its terrifying appearance. Throughout the centuries, similar sightings have been reported in various parts of the Atlantic Ocean, as well as in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Modern descriptions speak of a creature with the body of a sea serpent and a head similar to that of a whale shark, but with exceptionally long teeth. It is speculated that the Gran Maya could reach lengths of up to 675 meters, far surpassing any known sea creature. While some try to discredit these reports, the persistence of testimonies and the lack of conclusive evidence keep the mystery alive. Is the Gran Maya merely a legend, or a hidden reality dwelling in the ocean's depths? Only time and exploration may unveil this marine enigma. Cthulhu, the sleeping nightmare. Beneath the darkest, most forgotten waters of the Pacific Ocean, in a place devoured by time, lies a sunken city known as R'lyeh. In its ruins, Cthulhu sleeps, a creature of impossible proportions, whose monstrous form strikes fear into even the bravest hearts. Its face, covered by gigantic tentacles, is a chaos of shapes beyond human comprehension. Its membranous wings, torn by the passing of eons, reflect a supernatural presence that transcends reality. Throughout the centuries, the legend of Cthulhu has drawn countless souls toward the abyss. The tales, born from dreams and nightmares, speak of those who, upon approaching this ancient being, succumbed to madness. Cthulhu's influence is not limited to its physical form. Its power resides in its ability to invade the minds of humans, distorting their thoughts until they are lost in darkness. The few survivors who have heard its name, those unfortunate enough to encounter its cult, speak of its return. According to hidden writings, the time of its awakening draws near, when the stars finally align and the seas stir in sign of its resurgence. R'lyeh, the sunken city, is not just a place of darkness, but a refuge for the creature that will bring about an era of unimaginable terror. Mosasaurus, king of the prehistoric seas. More than 70 million years ago, in a world dominated by prehistoric monsters, a giant of nature lurked in the ocean depths. The Mosasaurus, with its elongated body like a sea serpent and its imposing jaw filled with sharp teeth, was the undisputed king of the seas. No creature dared to challenge its reign. Its size, reaching up to 17 meters in length, and its ability to move with deadly speed through the waters made it the most feared predator of its time. This aquatic Leviathan didn't just hunt giant fish, it also fearlessly confronted other marine creatures, including the fearsome ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs. Its jaw, capable of opening terrifyingly wide, allowed it to swallow entire prey in a single bite. No one in the underwater kingdom could escape its voracious appetite. The Mosasaurus wasn't just a hunter, it was a machine of terror in the oceans. Its mere presence struck fear into the creatures swimming in its waters. However, after the mass extinction at the end of the Cretaceous period, the Mosasaurus disappeared from the face of the Earth, or at least, that's what we believed. In 2024, an expedition into the deepest waters of the ocean brought back a strange sound, a roar, as ancient as time itself, that chilled the blood of those who heard it. Could it be possible that the Mosasaurus, the king of the prehistoric seas, has returned? Modern legends and mysterious signals from the depths of the ocean suggest that the monster still lurks in the darkest waters, waiting for the right moment to rise again and reclaim its throne. Jormungandr, the world-ending serpent. In ancient Norse legends, a creature feared by both gods and mortals patiently awaited in the waters of Midgard. Jormungandr, the gigantic sea serpent and child of Loki, was so enormous that its body encircled the entire known world. From the moment of its birth, it was cast into the sea by Odin, who feared its destructive power. Over the centuries, its size and strength grew, and its eyes reflected the fury of Ragnarok, the apocalyptic battle that would mark the end of times. With every movement, Jormungandr created waves that devastated coasts and territories. spreading chaos in its path. Its terrifying roar echoed through the mountains, and its body stretched so long that it seemed to reach the horizon. The serpent was destined to face Thor, the god of thunder, in the ultimate battle during Ragnarok, a final confrontation that would destroy the known world. Today, many believe that Jörmungandr still lives, waiting for the moment to rise once again from the depths. In every storm, in every whisper of the waves, some believe its return is near. Could this be the end of the world? The Loch Ness Monster, a creature from the past. Since ancient times, Loch Ness in Scotland has been the setting for mysterious sightings of an enigmatic creature that has captured the imagination of millions. In the calm waters of this deep lake hides what many have called the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, a creature that might be a remnant from prehistoric times, a being that never vanished from the face of the earth. The first legends about Nessie date back centuries, but modern sightings began in 1933, when a couple reported seeing a massive creature moving beneath the surface. Since then, countless stories have emerged, describing Nessie as a long, serpentine being with a long neck and a head that rises from the water. Some claim the creature is a plesiosaur, an ancient marine reptile believed to have gone extinct millions of years ago. Others, more skeptical, suggest that the sightings could be optical illusions or tricks of nature. Yet, despite technological advances and scientific investigations, Nessie remains an unsolved mystery. Is it a creature from the past, a being from another era that has managed to survive in the waters of Loch Ness? Or perhaps it is simply a legend that has endured through time. The only thing certain is that the mystery persists, and Loch Ness continues to guard secrets that refuse to be revealed. The ocean hides secrets that we are not yet ready to face. Despite all our technology, we are still guests in a world that does not belong to us. And if these monsters have already been caught on video, imagine what we have yet to discover. Now tell me, would you dare to swim in deep waters knowing what lurks down there? If you've made it this far, you are one of the few brave enough to seek the truth. Subscribe right now, or the Leviathan might come and devour your brain.